हेलो। हेलो। जी।
Our training officers sitting in the last rows may please come forward and occupy the seats lying vacant in the front rows. Come down this side. Hello, mic testing. A very good morning to all. May I have the permission of Honorable the Chief Justice to commence the proceedings?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Go on.
My Lord, Honorable Mr. Justice N. Koteshwar Singh, Chief Justice High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, Honorable Mr. Justice Atul Shridharan, Judge High Court of J&K and Ladakh, Chairperson IT Committee, Honorable Mr. Justice Rajneesh Oswal, Judge High Court, Member IT Committee, Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Dhar, Lordship is physically present with us, Judge High Court of J&K and Ladakh, Member IT Committee, Honorable Mr. Justice Rahul Bharti, Judge High Court of J&K and Ladakh, Member IT Committee, other honorable judges who have joined us from Jammu wing of the High Court, Learned Advocate General, Shri D.C. Rena, Shri Tahir Samsi, Additional Solicitor General of India, Shri P.P. Pandey, Joint Secretary, Department of Justice, Government of India, who has also joined us virtually from New Delhi, Ma'am R. Arul Mozi Salvi, Member Human Resources E Committee, Supreme Court of India, who is gracing the dais, all other members from E Committee, Supreme Court of India, NIC Pune team, Shri Shehzad Azim, Learned Registrar General, High Court of J&K, and other registry officers, delegates of the today's workshop, trainee judicial officers, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to all of you. It has been our tradition to welcome our guests by presenting them the petals of the flowers. His Lordship, Honorable Mr. Justice N. Koteshwar Singh, the Chief Justice of High Court, has joined us virtually from Jammu, and I will be requesting the Registrar General, Shri Shehzad Azim, to present bouquet to His Lordship, Honorable the Chief Justice, and to formally welcome him. Shri Shehzad Azim, sir, please. Thank you, sir. I will be now requesting Shri Jawad Ahmed, Principal District and Sessions Judge Srinagar, to present bouquet to His Lordship, Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Dhar, and formally welcome His Lordship. Thank you, sir. I will be requesting Shri Yashpal Borni, Director J&K Judicial Academy, to present a bouquet to Ma'am R. Arul Mozi Salvi and to formally welcome her. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Kashmir is known as paradise on the earth, and I am sure that our esteemed guests might have felt why so, when they, after landing here, might have got a big sigh of relief from the scorching heat that currently grips other northern parts of our country. That is why a famous poet has said about the Kashmir like this, and I quote, "ये वादिये कश्मीर है जन्नत की एक तस्वीर, ये वादिये कश्मीर है जन्नत की एक तस्वीर, इंसानियत की दास्तां हर जर्रे में तहरीर। दिलकश यहाँ की वादियां जैसे हसी शहजादियां, तारीख के दिलकश वर्क इस कूह की आबादियां, गुलजार दर गुलजार ये किस शौक की ताबीर है, ये जन्नत कश्मीर है, ये जन्नत कश्मीर है." And on this positive note, I request our worthy Director Jammu and Kashmir Judicial Academy, Shri Y.P. Barni, for a formal welcome address.
A very good morning to everyone present in this. Honorable Chief Justice, High Court of J&K and Ladakh, Mr. Justice Anikoteshwar Singh. Honorable Chairperson IT Committee, High Court of J&K and Ladakh, Mr. Justice Atul Sridharan. Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Dhar, Judge High Court of J&K and Ladakh and Member IT Committee. Honorable Member Human Resources, E Committee of Supreme Court of India, Ms. R. Arul Moji Salvi. Honorable Mr. Justice Rajneesh Oswal, Member IT Committee, High Court of J&K and Ladakh. Honorable Judges of the Honorable High Court, who have joined us virtually from Jammu. Mr. D.C. Rana, Learned Advocate General. Mr. P.P. Pandey, Joint Secretary, Department of Justice. Mr. Anup Sharma, Registrar IT, High Court of J&K and Ladakh. My esteemed colleagues from the High Court Registry and other dignitaries, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. What a historic moment it is to have the honor of welcoming you all on this pleasant morning at a place, the abode of Ma Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth. It is indeed a proud moment for the High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh to host this event, Regional North Zone Cluster Workshop of 2 days duration, under the supervision of the Honorable E Committee of the Supreme Court of India and under the dynamic leadership and able guidance of Honorable Mr. Justice Anikoteshwar Singh, Chief Justice, High Court of J&K and Ladakh. It is a matter of great honor for all of us that Honorable E Committee of the Supreme Court of India has reposed confidence in us and provided this opportunity to host this event. So my first and foremost gratitude goes to the Honorable E Committee of the Supreme Court of India for honoring us with this rare opportunity. It is equally a moment of great pleasure for us to welcome Honorable Mr. Justice Anikoteshwar Singh, Chief Justice, High Court of J&K and Ladakh. We express our gratitude to our Honorable Chief Guest this morning for readily accepting our invitation and being with us virtually in this inaugural session of the workshop. Lordship's judicial statesmanship and sterling qualities of humanity and dynamism have indelibly impacted the judicial system in this part of the country. Lordship, today we have 55 guests comprising of mainly the CPCs, ITs, system officers, system assistants, and NIC coordinators from across the 5 northern states of Uttar Pradesh, Delhi, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, and Jammu and Kashmir, who have been nominated for participation in this E-Court Phase 3rd Regional Cluster Workshop. We profoundly welcome your Lordship once again. I also take immense pleasure in welcoming Honorable Mr. Justice Atul Sridharan, Chairperson IT Committee, High Court of J&K and Ladakh, for joining this inaugural session virtually. We are equally honored by the illustrious presence of Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Dhar, Judge High Court of J&K and Ladakh and Member IT Committee, who is with us today to guide us in this workshop. Lordship's gracious presence manifests his deep interest in optimizing use of technology in the judicial functioning. We welcome you, Lordship. I extend a very warm welcome to Ms. R. Arul Moji Salvi, Member Human Resources, E Committee of Supreme Court of India, and hope that you will give your useful inputs to make this workshop a success. It gives me immense pleasure to serve you as a host. I also extend a very cordial welcome to our esteemed resource persons for the workshop. We all would feel enlightened and gain immensely from their in-depth knowledge and expertise in the sessions to follow on various facets of subject of deliberations. Your presence with us for 2 days will certainly help us in sharpening our skills in the use of technology effectively and realization of our ultimate goal to impart justice promptly. I also take this opportunity to welcome all our esteemed guests from 5 northern states who have taken all the troubles of long journey in this hot summer to reach this place. Your active participation and exchange of ideas during the course of this workshop would really make the exercise very fruitful and productive. I hope that you would enjoy the excellence, weather, and heavenly beauty of this place. Please do visit the historic and scenic spots of beauty around and take home the most cherished memories. Our officers shall be striving to make your stay pleasant and comfortable. Before closing, I would like to quote Lyndon B. Johnson, former President of the United States of America. If future generations are to remember us more with gratitude than sorrow, we must achieve more than just the miracles of technology. We must also leave them a glimpse of the world as it was created, not just as it looked when we got through with it. With this thought, I welcome you once again. Thank you. Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir, for your welcome address. We have amongst us gracing the dais, Ms. R. Arul Mozi Selvi, Member Human Resources E-Committee, Supreme Court of India. Ma'am Arul Mozi Selvi comes to us with a wealth of experience, having dedicated over 4 to 5 years to the e-courts project. I invite her to share an overview of the workshop with us. Ma'am Arul Mozi Selvi, please.
Respected Honorable Chief Justice of High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, Honorable Mr. Justice N. Koteshwar Singh, Honorable Mr. Justice Atul Sridharan, Honorable Mr. Justice Rajneesh Oswal, and Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Dar, Judge High Court of Jammu and Kashmir, who's physically present here, Honorable Mr. Justice Rahul Bharti, Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjeev Kumar Shukla, all the IT committee members, and also the Judicial Academy Governing Council, and Honorable Mr. P.P. Pandey, Joint Secretary, Honorable Director of Judicial Academy, Honorable other companion judges of Jammu and Kashmir, the teams from the 5 high courts of Allahabad, Jammu and Kashmir, Delhi, Uttarakhand, Rajasthan, the young and induction batch trainee judges, good morning to all. I'm really overwhelmed by this entire thing. I start with a gratitude note for today. I sincerely thank the Honorable Chief Justice for taking time on a working day to be with his companion judges and the entire IT committee judges. So this gives the momentum for this program. Your presence, Lordship, has kick-started this momentous regional workshop. Having conscious in mind that it's a working day, I'll be very brief to put forth here the scope of this type of regional clusters. As directed by the Honorable Patron-in-Chief, the Honorable Chief Justice, Dr. D.Y. Chandrachud, Lordship, he has directed us to hold these regional cluster programs across the countries in 4 zones with the objective of going to the teams. In each regional workshops, we are having 5 high courts, all their technical teams. So we have with us the NIC team, the Department of Justice, and members of E-Committee. So all issues and challenges in taking forward the E-Courts Phase 3 will be eased out and in the face-to-face discussions. So I'm really proud to say here the entire NIC team headed by our member technical, Mr. Ashish Sradonkar is here. So we will have a session exclusively on Case Information System 4.0, the cloud management, which is an important component, important component of E-Courts Phase 3. What are all the challenges and how it can be eased out? So we have the entire technical team here. It includes Mr. Amul Avinash, Scientist F. Praveen Rao, and including our members Kundal Sharma sir and Parvinder sir, we will have an entire session on day one, covering all the challenges relating to all these five high courts. And day two, we will be taking you all with the rules relating to the procurement, because in e-courts phase 3, one of the major component is procuring the hardwares. So we have for that, Mr. P.P. Pandey, the Joint Secretary, and Ashok Kumar, Director, E-Courts, will also be discussing online the e-courts phase 3 procurements and ICJS. So this is a short overview of this program with which it has been planned. So I once again thank the Honorable Chief Justice, Lordship, your presence and the entire galaxy of the IT committee, Honorable judges and the other High Court judges' presence is giving a momentous kickstart to this program. And on behalf of all the members of E-Committee, I once again thank all the honorable judges and hope to keep you engaged in this 1.5 days regional cluster workshop, and hope we all join hands in taking the Indian judiciary to the most advanced judiciary in the country. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ma'am Marul Mozi Selvi, for your enlightening clarity on the subject. I am hopeful that this will lead a fruitful discussion ahead. With us is virtually connected Shri P.P. Pandey, Joint Secretary, Department of Justice, Government of India. The Department of Justice is at the forefront in the implementation of phase 3 of e-courts project by managing resources. I very humbly request Shri Pandey sir to please address us.
Respected Chief Justice of High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, present senior judges of the High Court of Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh, other legal dignitaries, and my colleagues who are present there today. First of all, my apologies for not being able to join you there in person, because some work came up for which I could not come down there. But still, I am very thankful that you have me here, so that I can join with you and I can be with you through this entire process. First of all, let me compliment each and every one of you for the efforts which were made during the last financial year, in which a good amount of work was done in a very short span of time regarding procurement of very, very important items for the e-court phase 3. Because as all of you are very much well aware, that the time limits which were imposed on us in the last financial year were very, very stiff. And I'm very happy to say, and I'm very proud to say, that this team has worked very, very hard, and everybody put in their best. And we were literally working till the last minute of the financial year of 23-24, releasing fund and making sure that the payments, etc., got through. And I once again commend each one of you for the efforts which were made for this purpose. Now, I would not like to say a lot many things, because the time is short. But then I can only say this, that always look upon this project as a legacy that you will leave, which you can actually tell your grandchildren about. That is the way I look at it. That sometime during the day, in my old age, I will turn around and look at this project and say that I put in my little bit for it. It is a legacy we are creating. We are being part of history. And believe you me, the world is watching us. The kind of work which is being done in the e-court project, it is being watched very intently by a number of countries around the world. Not many of them have even managed to do 1/10 of where we are now. That also I am talking once where the phase 3 has not yet really picked up. Once the phase 3 will pick up, we will be kilometers ahead of them. So my best wishes to everybody. Thank you so much. And let me assure you that Department of Justice is here to help you in whatever way possible. Thanks again. That's all.
Thank you very much, Pandey sir, for your insightful discussion. Honorable dignitaries and guests, Honorable IT Committee of High Court of J&K and Ladakh is headed by Honorable Mr. Justice Atul Shridharan. His Lordship brings with him an unparalleled expertise in technology and a profound understanding of IT enablements and e-courts project. While Honorable Mr. Justice Atul Shridharan was unable to join us physically due to his judicial commitments at the Jammu wing of the High Court, his virtual presence underscores his unwavering dedication to the cause of judicial modernization. Nevertheless, I am delighted to announce that we are physically joined here today by distinguished member of our Honorable IT Committee, Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Dhar, who has very kindly consented to deliver the special address on the occasion. I very humbly request His Lordship, Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Dhar, to please come on the dais and deliver the special address on the podium.
Honorable the Chief Justice, my brother and sister judges who have joined us virtually, Mr. D.C. Rana, Learned Advocate General, Mr. Shamsi, Learned Deputy ASJI, Madam Arul Mozi, Mr. Pandey, who has joined us virtually, the officers of the registry, Principal District Judge Srinagar, learned resource persons, Director Judicial Academy, Registrar IT, the delegates and guests, and lastly, but most importantly, our future judicial officers who are also participating in this workshop. A very good morning to all of you. It's my proud privilege to welcome our guests from other parts of the country who are participating in this workshop to this beautiful city of Srinagar. As we all know, e-courts project was conceptualized for Indian judiciary in the year 2005, and its first phase was started in the year 2007. The second phase of the project was started in the year 2015, and it concluded in March 2023. We are now embarking on the third phase of the project. Under the dynamic leadership of Honorable the Chief Justice of India, the E-Courts Committee of the Supreme Court has been able to persuade the Government of India to earmark sufficient amount of funds for execution of this phase of the project. While allocation of sufficient funds for the project is a very essential element of implementation of the initiative, but it also casts a great responsibility upon all of us to utilize these funds for the desired objective. In this regard, not only upgradation of hardware and software is an imperative, but it is also equally necessary to upgrade the skills of the technical manpower. In this direction, the E-Committee of the Supreme Court has taken a great initiative by organizing this workshop, and we are extremely grateful to Honorable the Chief Justice of India and the E-Committee of the Supreme Court to have chosen Srinagar as the venue for holding this conference. In the second phase of the project, I was associated in my capacity as the Registrar General of the J&K High Court for about 3 years. Under the expert guidance and supervision of the then Honorable the Chief Justice, Shri Badr Durez Ahmed, we were able to transform the functioning of the judiciary of this part of the country by digitization of the court records, installation of digital display boards in all the courts, computerization of courts, introduction of video conferencing in court hearings, uploading of case information on CIS, uploading of daily orders and judgments, and other initiatives. Chief Justice Ahmed has laid the foundation of IT initiatives in our judiciary. And for this reason, I thought it necessary to remember His Lordship today. With the taking over of the reins of the High Court by Honorable Justice Koteshwar Singh as Chief Justice and Honorable Justice Atul Sridharan as Chairman of the IT Committee, the things have progressed at a great speed. Our High Court has been greatly benefited by the in-depth knowledge and experience of Honorable the Chief Justice and Honorable Justice Sridharan in the matters relating to information technology. Under their able and visionary guidance, we are sure that we will achieve the desired goals under the third phase of the project as well. I would like to impress upon the participants to take full advantage of the knowledge and the wealth of experience of the resource persons who are the experts on the subject. I am sure that our learned resource persons will do everything possible to remove the doubts of the technical staff and the participants during this workshop, and they will guide them so that we are able to accomplish the objective of the workshop. As we proceed to next 2 days, let us engage in meaningful dialogue, share best practices, and develop strategies that will further our mission of making justice accessible and affordable to all. Every step that we are going to take would improve ecosystem, and which in turn will bring us nearer to the objective of just and equitable society. I thank you all and wish all the success for this workshop.
Thank you, Lordship. Your Lordship, for your enlightening remarks, your perspective add great depth to our deliberations. Thank you once again. Honorable dignitaries and esteemed guests, it is truly an honor and privilege to have virtually with us Honorable Justice N. Koteshwar Singh, Chief Justice High Court of J&K and Ladakh. His Lordship, despite of very hectic schedule, has been gracious enough to accept our invitation for delivering the inaugural address. But before I request His Lordship to do the honor, as a token of love and respect and for sweet memories of this workshop, I will be requesting Honorable Mr. Justice Atul Sridharan, Chairperson IT Committee, to present a souvenir to His Lordship.
Thank you, Alice.
Thank you, Lordships. Thank you very much. Now I very humbly request Honorable the Chief Justice to present the inaugural address, please.
Thank you, and very good morning to everybody present here. My esteemed colleagues in the bench, Sri P.P. Pandey, Joint Secretary, Department of Justice, Government of India, Ms. R. Arul Mozi Selvi, Member Human Resources, E-Committee, Supreme Court of India, the NIC teams, and other members of the E-Committee of the Supreme Court, and of course all the participants and resource persons. I was initially skeptical whether I could participate even by virtual mode in this very important conference and program. But it's because of the entire e-court system that I have been able to participate virtually in a seamless manner as if I am physically participating. Of course, I will be joining you maybe today or tomorrow physically to welcome all of you who are already in Srinagar, such a wonderful place. I was just thinking what I should say in the morning. Of course, 2 days, 1.5 days, there will be in-depth discussion on various issues about the phase 3 of the e-code project. Therefore, I will not touch on those technical aspects. On a personal note, as I was remembering my journey, personal journey, as part of the e-code project, I consider myself to be immensely privileged and honored to be part of this e-code project from phase 1 itself. Though I was appointed in 2011, destiny made me a judge of the newly created High Court of Manipur. So all these committees, and we started the High Court, myself and Honorable Justice Saprezi was the first Chief Justice of Manipur. Only 2 of us were there. So Saprezi said, Koteshwar, we have to be in all committees. So by default, I became chairman of all committees, including E-Committee. And I had this rare privilege of meeting these E-Committee meetings in Supreme Court. It used to be held in that lounge, today's Supreme Court lounge. And also had this privilege to meet wonderful judges, experienced judges, not only law, but in technology. In fact, Brother Dar also mentioned about Justice Juresh. I remember he was part of the Delhi High Court also. He used to constantly come. And of course, he has contributed immensely in the computerization and creating a very friendly digital environment in the J&K High Court. To start with the phase 1, obviously we all know phase 1 started with providing basic computer machineries and other related paraphernalias. And one of the biggest challenges, how to transform from this typewriter to the computer. That's the biggest, I mean, it's a kind of huge challenge. And I think it was faced by all high courts perhaps, because people were reluctant to shift from that familiar mechanical mode of functioning in the office to this computerized. And first of all, there was a fear actually. There was a fear of the unknown. Computer was something which was very kind of accessible to only few privileged sections of the society at that time. And in the court, the typists, stenographers, they were reluctant to go to this, use this. So that was in fact, apart from providing computers, the whole focus was also how to make them accept this. That was the biggest challenge, one of the biggest challenges. But thankfully, it has been overcome. Now everybody, all over the country, everyone in the courts, we see everybody is so familiar with computer. Then of course, the important aspect of phase 1 also, uploading data in the CIS system. And there was another challenge, especially in areas like Manipur or J&K, also hilly terrain, where the connectivity was very poor. Obviously, states like UT, like Delhi or Bombay or Punjab and Haryana High Court, which are part of this today's conference, they have taken the lead because of the massive support given by the state. Because investment, it is huge investment in computer digital for this structure, and which will require. Now, therefore, I would thank the E-Committee, of course, of the Supreme Court of India and Department of Justice for initiating the whole system of digital platform to make it evenly accessible to all high courts, because we still have a very uneven judicial landscape all over the country. There are many high courts who are much in an advanced stage. There are still high courts who are struggling to catch up in this entire e-court system. And there, in fact, the government of India has recently released more than 900 crores, 9,000 crores, which is going 7,000, 9,000. Now it's going to give a boost to all these high courts all over the country to make them equal participants. Of course, now we have gone through phase 1 and phase 2. We are entering a new era of phase 3, trying to strengthen the foundation which have been laid in phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 2, as we have seen, improving the CI system, creation of NJDG, which has transformed our judicial system actually. Justice delivery system, the hallmark of justice delivery system is accessibility, transparency. Now, in that, the project has played a huge role. Before the advent of digital system ecosystem, to make justice accessible to the people, common man, we have seen this transformative legislation in the form of Legal Service Authorities Act. Then all various concept, principles evolved by the Supreme Court of India in the form of PIL. These are all innovative means to make justice delivery system accessible to the common man. Now, things have been made much easier because of this e-court system. And of course, fortunately, we have the Honorable Chief Justice, who himself was the chairperson of the E-Committee of the Supreme Court. Normally, E-Court Committee chairperson used to be who is not a Chief Justice. But with the active involvement of the Honorable Chief Justice, his active participation, involvement, he himself has taken over the role of also the chairperson. Therefore, we see a tremendous activities. Yes, in this journey, of course, the NIC also has a big role to play, absolutely, because we judges are not digitally savvy. And we don't blame ourselves because we are not trained to be. We are not trained engineers. We are judges, LLB, LLM, PhD in law, perhaps, some of us. But beyond that, we are not concerned with technology. But now, because of this e-court system, we have been obligated to be tech savvy because there is no way out. In today's digital world, where every sphere of the life are being influenced or governed, affected by digital world, judiciary cannot be left alone. That's how e-court system is a kind of transformative exercise undertaken to keep our judicial system in tune with the modern world and alive to the needs of the people. And e-court 3 phase 3 particularly tries to provide a framework where not only we, the direct stakeholders, the judges, the lawyers, are able to perform our duties in a much more efficient manner, but also make the public at large a part of this judicial system. They can directly participate. They can directly file their cases without the help of the lawyers. We have e-Seva Kendras, the facilities. So it's going to transform our Indian judicial system in a manner which was unimaginable 20 years before. As we have mentioned also, the e-courts project was launched in 2005. Now, so much progress has been made thanks to the liberal financial assistance given by the central government. And in fact, what we have seen is that much more requires to be also done. Much more investment is required to be done. In my view, the phase 3 e-court system is a stage where Unlike in phase 1 and phase 2, where it was primarily concerned with providing the basic infrastructure, here we have to get more involved. The judges cannot remain aloof, confined to courtrooms, but have to be equal participant, innovators also in the judicial system. Of course, this is a very peculiar challenge before us, as I mentioned earlier, and this is my view also. We are not techno-savvy, but then the work we do, the legal system, who else would know better than the judges? Obviously, we have a team, a pool of experts, domain experts from NIC and others who have been contributing, but there again, they are not legally savvy. So that has to be a combination of lawyers, judges, and combination of these domain experts to make our legal system much more accessible, much more relevant, and much more transparent and open to the society at large. And this is the biggest challenge which we are going to face, and for which I think the primary purpose of one of the objectives of this phase 3 is to make sure that not only judges are utilizing the platform which has been made available in the last decades, more than a decade, but also how to be directly involved, participate, and innovate as a kind of legal wizards who know techno-savvy legal wizards. It is something which is a challenge, but I am very happy to say, I mean, which all of the judges also knowing that some of these new entrants in the judicial system, especially districts, they are very, very digitally savvy. And this is what we are going to build upon, is the knowledge which you have in a more relevant knowledge, that is the law and the digital, the knowledge in law as well as knowledge in digital aspect. That's how we are going to, how to organize our cases more effectively and how to make it more relevant, accessible to the people. That's actually going to be the core function of this e-code. In fact, that's what also, if we read the vision document of the phase 3, and in fact, I would request, of course, all of us, most of us must have read, but especially the young judges in the district judiciary, I request all of you to read this vision document of phase 3, which is in the website of the Supreme Court of India. It basically lays down what is required to be done, what are the challenges before us. I will not take much time. There are going to be a lot of discussion, as I can see from the various sessions, which consists of CIS information system 4.1 from 1, 2, 3, 4 generations of the CIS system, how changes have been made. And cloud management maintenance, there's another, because this is something we have been relying on the NIC. But this is a big challenge which the judicial system is going to face. We must have our own independent, localized cloud management to make our judicial in every state much more responsive, quick response. National judicial data grid is always there in that, but a lot of innovations have been made to make it more accessible to other stakeholders. In fact, the ICJs is going to a game changer, because all these institutions involved in the judicial justice delivery system, the courts, the prosecution, the police, they have been functioning in a very kind of autonomous and a non-collaborative, manner. Now, with the launching of this proper launching ICJs, we are going to have a very seamless collaborative efforts in our judicial system. Of course, e-filing, digitization, e-payment, which have been already part of the second phase. We are going to strengthen it under the phase 3. Then national service and tracking, electronic processes, virtual courts, digital courts, which have been all envisaged in the phase 2. Now we are going to really focus on how to make this much more effective. So I will not take much of the time. I would again thank the the Supreme Court E Committee, Supreme Court of India, the NIC, and Department of Justice for keeping this momentum alive by organizing not only in Delhi, because that's what we used to have, E Committee meetings all used to have in Delhi. But now this with these regional programs, we'll have much more able to have the judges at the various states will have much more easy access to the knowledge which is required to be imparted in this groundbreaking e-courts project which have been launched and which is in a very critical, sensitive stage, I consider, which is going to change in fact, also just as mentioned by Justice Pandeyji, Mr. Pandeyji, also Joint Secretary. In fact, the world is looking at us. They're amazed that this country is a vast, heterogeneous, complex, with so much of diversities, how they're able to come up with this unit. In fact, I see that the Indian judicial system is a very unique, it has a unique character of kind of unifying this country with the same principles of law. That's why Atulji has come from Madhya Pradesh. And he didn't have any problem adjusting himself to J&K because we are governed and we are dealing with the same legal principle. If anybody just comes from and goes to any other place, we are again with the familiar terrain of the similar. And this Indian judicial system is a very big cementing factor as far as our country is concerned. So from that perspective, with the digitization, making it much more accessible. Just today, that I'm able to address this gathering virtually. These were difficult earlier point of now. This is going to be a part of our whole system. Anybody today now we see they're asking for permission and the link from anywhere in the country to address the court. This is a kind of something which is unthinkable. That the lawyers will be physically present us. Now it is something of the past. Anybody can be present through virtual mode and submit their cases. Big changes are taking place, and I'm sure with the proper conclusion of this phase 3 project of the e-courts, we are going to see a change, totally dramatically change Indian judicial system, which is easily accessible to the people of the country for whom we are dedicated to. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to address this gathering in a virtual mode. We wish you all the success and also again thank all the stakeholders who are here for their active participation. And I'm sure that the High Court of Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh, which has been privileged to host this important program, will be very much enriched with the knowledge which we'll be receiving in this 2 days conference. And I feel that our district judiciary also will be strengthened with the knowledge being imparted in this program. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lordship, for your words of wisdom and guidance, which has always served a beacon for all of us and has encouraged us to work with more dedication and commitment. Thank you, Lordship. Thank you very much. As we have reached the close of this inaugural ceremony, I am before you to propose a formal vote of thanks and our gratitude to those who have contributed in organizing this event and graced the occasion with their distinguished presence. To begin with, the High Court of J&K and Ladakh owe a deep sense of gratitude to His Lordship, Honorable Dr. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, the Chief Justice of India and Chairperson, E-Committee, Supreme Court of India, for having chosen Jammu and Kashmir High Court and its Judicial Academy as the venue for holding this 2 days regional cluster workshop for North Zone High Courts, which has provided our entire team working on the project a rare opportunity of having direct interaction with the members of the E-Committee Supreme Court of India and the members from NIC Pune team who are instrumental in technical operationalization of the various facets of the e-courts project. Thank you, Lordship. We are overwhelmed and are highly grateful for the gracious presence of Honorable Mr. Justice N. Koteshwar Singh, the Chief Justice High Court of J&K and Ladakh, in the inaugural session, despite his Lordship's busy schedule and preoccupations, who has participated. Lordship's constant guidance has always been a great source of inspiration and driving force to all of us. Thank you, Lordship, for joining virtually and delivering the inaugural address. We are also deeply grateful to Honorable Mr. Justice Atul Sridharan, Judge High Court of J&K and Ladakh, and Chairperson IT Committee for his Lordship's gracious virtual presence and guiding us at every step while organizing this event. Lordship's expertise and dedication have been indispensable in advancing our judicial process through technology. A big thanks to you, Lordship. We are equally thankful to Honorable Mr. Justice Rajneesh Oswal, Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Dhar, and Honorable Mr. Justice Rahul Bharti, Members IT Committee High Court of J&K and Ladakh, for their Lordship's valuable ideas and insights in organizing this event. Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjay Dhar, who has graced the occasion by his physical presence, has very graciously accepted our request to deliver the special address on this occasion, and we are indebted to you, Lordship, for the same. A big thanks is due to Governing Committee J&K Judicial Academy, led by Honorable Mr. Justice Sanjeev Kumar, for graciously accepting our request to host this workshop at such a beautiful venue and for providing all the logistic support. We are thankful to Honorable Mr. Justice Vinod Chatterjee Kaul, Honorable Mr. Justice Puneet Gupta, Honorable Mr. Justice Wasim Sadiq Nargal, Honorable Mr. Justice Rajesh Sekri, and Honorable Mr. Justice Mohammad Yusuf Wani for their gracious presence in the inaugural session, all of whom have joined virtually from Jammu wing of the High Court. We are grateful to Shri D.C. Rana, Learned Advocate General, and Shri Tahir Shamsi, Additional Solicitor General of India, Kashmir, for having joined us in the inaugural session today. A special word of thanks to Shri P.P. Pandey, Joint Secretary, Department of Justice, Government of India, for having joined inaugural session virtually despite his preoccupations. We are equally thankful to Ma'am R. Arulmozi Selvi, Mr. Kuntal Sharma Pathak, Dr. Parvinder Singh Arora, and Mr. Ashish J. Shirnotkar, Members C Committee, Supreme Court of India, as well as Mr. Praveen Rao, Mr. Amol Avinashe, and Mr. Jagdesh Chalikar, Scientist NIC Pune team, for gracing the event as resource persons. A special word of thanks to Shri Shahzad Azim, Registrar General, High Court of J&K and Ladakh, Shri M.K. Sharma, Principal Secretary to Honorable the Chief Justice, and all other registry officers for their tireless efforts in making this event to happen. We are also thankful to Shri Jawad Ahmed, PDG Srinagar, for having spared his valuable time and joined us in the inaugural session. We are also grateful to all the participating delegates of this workshop who have traveled from High Courts of Delhi, Allahabad, Uttarakhand, and Rajasthan to this place. Our own e-court staff, along with NIC coordinators from both wings of the High Court, and all the district system officers also deserve a gratitude for joining us today. I shall be failing in my duty if I do not thank Shri Yashpal Borni, Director, J&K Judicial Academy, Shri Amit Gupta, Member Secretary, J&K Legal Service Authority, Ms. Sandeep Kaur, Registrar Judicial Jammu Wing of the High Court, and Shri Farooq Ahmed Bhatt, Registrar Judicial Srinagar Wing of the High Court, along with their entire staff, for their wholehearted support in organizing this event. My sincere thanks to two dynamic junior division civil judges associated with my office, Ms. Shaista Nazir and Ms. Delden Engmo, along with my personal staff, Mr. Dev Prakash Dio and Mr. Amir Shah, System Assistant, for day and night hard work for this event. My apologies to those whom I may have missed to name here. With this, I once again thank one and all and express my gratitude for your presence. Thank you very much. Jai Hind. May I now seek the permission of Honorable the Chief Justice to close the proceedings of the inaugural event.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lordship. Thank you very much. With this, the inaugural event comes to a closure. I will be requesting the participating delegates to assemble outside in the lawns for a group photograph, which will be followed by a cup of tea. The delegates will assemble here back by 10:30, ma'am, by 10:30. Thank you all. Thank you very much.